Ahem. Ahem. Hello. How is everyone doing? Kaicho.exe has started working. How's everyone doing? Tell me if you are doing well, if you're feeling well. I'm very much curious. Hi, Veropa. Hey. Hi. Thank you for remembering me. Thank you. Wow, thank you. So all of you wanted to see you or anything? Aw, that's sweet. I wanted to see you guys too. In fact, I wanted to see you guys so much that I'm going to boom, let you guys hold my jacket. Bam, look at that. Oh, the trust we have between each other is insane. It's incredible. It's beautiful. Alright, let me see. There we go. Okay, that should be better. Yeah, jacket rights. Hello. Something different about the mic today. Yeah, I have changed my mic to well, not changed. It's a temporary switch. Little something was not quite working with my original mic, so hopefully things are okay. Hopefully my mic isn't too bad. But we'll see how that goes. No, not new mic. It's my old mic. My quote unquote new mic is going under construction. So hopefully it's fine. Sounds like an ASMR mic. Perfect. Hello. Oh wait, no, I need to change my settings though. It's like that should be a little better. Hi. Welcome to Vermillion's Q&A. You and I were gonna go. There's this one thing I actually liked about the you remember that Mermaid versus Kraken movie that was like kind of like, oh, I don't like this one a lot. Teenage Kraken. There's this one scene where like the Kraken's father was apparently the Kraken's mother was a real estate agent, and the Kraken's father runs a YouTube channel. He runs a ASMR bottle boat ship making like crafts, arts and crafts YouTube channel. Was the funniest thing. It'll be like, welcome to building boats and bottles or something, I forget. And it was really cool. If you guys want, I'm more than down to do this entire Q&A in a sort of a softer way. But I was thinking I was gonna do like next time I'm gonna do my radio stream, which, you know, by the way, I should probably think of a topic soon. We haven't done that in 2-3 weeks. I want to do a topic because I've been getting some concerns about my radio streams about being too like, what's the word, quote unquote personal, as in like it's kind of like borderline, you know, like I don't want to say it's, but kind of like you know, borderline, a little too much like complaining, or like, you know, too much opening up. So I want to do something that's fun and something that's, you know, chill. So I'll think of that. I'll probably think of something by today. Also, I need to close my marshmallows. I forgot about that. But I won't be reading all of the Q&A, obviously. There's a lot of you guys sent so much. You guys sent like a couple hundred easily. So I don't think I'll do that. But I did pull up about like 46, maybe about 50 of the questions. So hopefully that will be fine as well. Funny experience. I do want to do something that's kind of soft and kind of cute though. Like, even though if it's not too personal, I do want to do something that's wholesome. So I'll think of something. I'll think of something and come back. Oh, come on, do it all. Oh my god, my love, my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. There's something else I wanted to talk about. I forget what it was though. Also, why did the song stop? Why don't you guys tell me? This should be better. There you go. The media player settings have changed recently, so I'm not sure what that's all about. That's crazy. That desktop audio stuff. Oh yeah, congrats on 180k. Thank you so much for the congrats on 180k, as well as 300k on Twitter. I'm sorry that I didn't like celebrate it via like a post or something. There must be a different way. There must be a way for me to celebrate this properly for 300k on Twitter. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people, and 180k is a lot of people as well. We'll be getting 200k very soon, I feel like. I just need to do my best and reach out to more people, and it should be easier. We wanted to hear your voice better, so we didn't tell you. Aw, thank you. Okay, let me see. I swear, like, there's the thing. Like, before stream starts, I always be like, huh, you know, like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. There's going to be so much to talk about. This is going to be so exciting. I want to stream soon. And as soon as I start to stream, I'm like, what did I want to... I genuinely forget what I wanted to talk. Yeah. Missed you guys. I missed you guys. Anime Impulse is happening in about 3 weeks, so that's gonna be exciting. Oh, I also mentioned, as mentioned before, I did get your fan letters, so that's super exciting as well. I'll make sure to read those. I think I'll take one stream and just do like a fan letter reading stream. I think that'll be super fun. And I think that's it. Yeah, head empty, no fun. You know, it's because you guys are too stunning. As soon as I open up stream, I just look at you guys and be like, oh, no, too beautiful. I forget what. Oh, there's one thing I do want to talk about though. Recently, one of my friends kind of got sent me this thing. It's a Twitter post where they basically, I think it's please don't quote me on this. I believe it's a China. What my friend said is a Chinese New Year thing, where like there's like this white tiger was going inside green paint. Wait, let me see if I can show you guys. Let me see if I can show you guys. Why do I have to? This is so stupid. Why do I have to do this? Open in browser. Okay, let me show you. It's so interesting. I'm like I was looking at this and I did immediately think of you guys, but like I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's very cute. It is very cute. Where the heck did I save it? Oh, here it is. Like this thing? Look at that. Look at that. It's like white tigers going inside the paints and then coming out in this color. And I was like, huh. That's really cool. That is really cool. The artist, by the way, before anyone says like, oh my god, where's the credits? It's by @KRGRMO. KRGRMO on Twitter. Very cute stuff. Very cute stuff. I'm not sure what it is. I feel like it's a New Year thing. Looking at the ribbon there. But I you know what? My friend says Chinese New Year, but I'm not gonna say because I'm not 100% sure. But look at that. That's so cool. I will say though, I think the first thing I noticed when I saw this was like, huh. The eyes turned yellow. Are they okay? Are they blinds? Are they okay? I'm a little confused. I'm a little worried. But it looks cute too. Yeah, I was gonna say exactly. I was thinking it was mint chocolate as well. I was like, oh my god, this is just mint chocolate. Mint chocolate white Villions. So I was thinking, what if I dipped you guys into like, I don't know, like red and gold or red and black, or red and gold, I guess. You know, make you guys very Vermillion colors, or maybe I'll like bring up Koto and be like, hey Koto, can you bring your hair dye mix and just drop you guys into pink and yellow. Pink and yellow Villions. That could be cool too. That could be cute. Honestly, that could be cute. Like here, it could be like this. It's so adorable. It's the same artist, by the way. Look at that. Just dip you in a. Look at your face of that. Oh, this is happening, I guess. Okay, Kaisho. I love it. I freaking love it. I think one thing I really like about our dynamic when it comes to either chat or like on Twitter is that like you guys make fun of me. I kind of make fun of you guys as well. But like every time I do something, you guys are like, oh, okay. Okay. Like even if you guys are like, this is weird or something, they're like, oh, okay, I guess this is happening. All right. You know what? This is fine. This is happening. Yeah. Oh, that means welcome spring. I see. It's like, if I'm like, unless it's like completely out of left wing. If I'm saying like, oh, I have the second biggest. By the way, guys, not to alarm you, but with the unfortunate leaving of Nina Senpai, which I'll miss and I'll never forget until the day I rest. I do have the second largest cake in NIJISANJI EN now. I'm just saying. In fact, Scarlett actually I think this morning just sent me Discord on text. It's like, hey, congrats on taking second place with the fattest ass in the end. Let me see if I could send it to you guys. Or not, I'll show it to you guys. So first place was Nina, but now that Nina Senpai has graduated, I have the second fattest ass in NIJISANJI EN. It's proven. Numbers don't lie, guys. Guys, numbers don't lie. I have the second fattest ass in NIJISANJI EN. See, that, my friends, is NIJISANJI's ass. That is NIJISANJI's ass, my friends. Okay, not to mention, Scarlett's like beautiful. You know, Scarlett's beautiful. She has one, you know, she makes it very well known that she has one heck of a body, and I am only 0.5. I'm not even a centimeter. I'm only half a centimeter away from that beautiful body. So, I am pretty much beautiful. Look at that. Look at that cake. Oh, now you guys can't make fun of me for not having cake. Because if you do, then you're basically making fun of everyone else in NIJISANJI EN. Like, if I don't have cake, then everyone else is like flat as a board, you know? I'm just saying, guys. I'm cake-alicious. Now that's NIJISANJI's ass. But anyway, just wanted to bring that up because why not? And yeah, without further ado, since we are already in about 16 minutes in, shall we jump into the Q&A? Also, let me just quickly read. Wait, where'd it go? Oh no. What? Okay. Skyline sends, hi Kaicho, it's not like I'm looking forward to your stream or anything. Also, congrats on 190k. Bye Kaicho. I laugh like a duck, I suppose. Thanks, Skyline. I do laugh like a duck, I suppose. Like, I saw that post, and a lot of... Because I heard window wipe, I heard duck. The thing is, my mom actually told me that she actually doesn't like my laugh. I was in the family house's like living room, and I was just like laughing after I had like a show, and she's like, "Oh my god, Ver, why do you laugh like that?" You gotta... And she said, quote, you have to laugh like a normal person. You have to laugh like a cool, normal person. I'm like, oh damn. She told me I have to let out air, not let in air. I was like, actually, that's fair. I have to be like, instead of sound like a dying person. Yeah. But that's just me, guys. It's just how I am, alright? This is how I am. Who I'm meant to be. I mean, I will say, watching NIJISANJI livers have changed my, like, the way I talk, the way I laugh, things like that. So, like, low-key, I am picking up Ren's laugh a little, just a tad, because I feel like Ren's laugh is very contagious. I love his laugh. It's one of the sweetest things. I could see why people call it a fuckboy laugh, 100%, but I think it's one of the sweetest laughs and one of the most contagious laughs. And I've been trying to pick that up slightly. Very slightly. Kind of like a... Well, but this laugh is not going anywhere. Loverdog, thank you for the super LMFAL. Yes, I'm sending super just to call Bakaicho. Let's go. Thank you for the remembers. Sungo sends congrats on 180k YouTube. Bakaicho. Not like I was waiting for it or something. I don't look forward for your shower stream at all. Don't take me wrong. Trolls here. Lamel, thank you. Thank you. Hiromi sends good morning, Kaicho. Good morning to you. Thank you for the super. As well as Captain Leia. Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain. You are beautiful, but you're not beautiful. You're beautiful, but not beautiful. Look and listen. The numbers don't lie. The grids don't lie, okay, chat? Chat, I have the second fattest cake. Okay. It's just true. You guys can cope as much as you want, but it's true. Alright, team. Shall we jump right into it? Let's jump right into it. How's the BGM, by the way? Is this BGM fine for the Q&A? It's called Cafe by the Sea. I like the song actually a lot. I don't know if you guys are down for that. And then the Q&A will be Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna get right up close to the mic. Welcome to Vermillion's Q&A. Quote, hashtag ASMR, hashtag fattest ass of NIJISANJI EN. Alright. That's gonna be my next hashtag. That's gonna be my next YouTube hashtag. Fattest ass of NIJISANJI. First question. So again, these are chosen 80% random, and then 20% just be kind of like making sure everything looks fine and it's not something I can't answer. So hopefully you guys enjoy. And just as a disclaimer, if by any chance, because I know this happened before, if by any chance it seems like I'm choosing one person over the other, trust me, I don't know the names of anyone, so it's all totally random. So just trust me on that. Sorry if it does come out that way. It's just the luck of the draw. And yeah, all right, let's go for it. First question. Hi Kai Chao. I really enjoyed your IB remake streams and was wondering if you're planning on I'm playing any similar games in the future, like maybe Mad Fodder or Witch's House. No pressure to play or anything, just wondering. Well, thank you so much for enjoying my IB remake stream. We finished that game and we're going to, well, either on stream or separately, I'm gonna do the separate ending. I actually did see a lot of posts on Twitter about people being like, oh my god, as soon as he got Gary's good ending and, you know, being whole lovey-dovey of Gary Berry, he throws him under the bus and gets his bad ending. I'm like, okay, well, listen. I love Gary Berry. And I felt bad for doing it. I do feel bad. You know, I do. But the show must go on. But the show must go on. But the funny thing is that after I sent that post, you know, Ilira senpai commented, as well as Meliqua. Meliqua actually like DM'd me saying, "Oh my god," and sends me a photo of like her like Gary merch. It's the cutest thing. It's the funniest thing too. She was like, Kaicho, why does our tastes like blend in so much? Why do we have such similar tastes? You know, she was mentioning how like her Oshi is Etheria and so is mine. I'm like, damn, you know. why do our tastes overlap so much? I'm just like, you know, we just base tastes. We have based tastes. There's Gary merch. I think it's like probably like in a con or something, but it's very cute stuff. As for the question, Mad Fodder Witch's House, I might. Because I feel like both games are very similar. I feel like IB is definitely on the less scary side when it comes to these kind of like RPG Maker games, but I know Witch's House and Mad Fodder are very, very popular. Only thing is, Witch's House, I kinda know the twist ending, so kinda makes me a little iffy to play. And Mad Fodder is a great game. It's just Mad Fodder is part of this weird ass universe that is really hard to describe. It's like there's like a few characters where it's really helpful if you know the whole expanded universe. Like there's this bald guy. but my answer to this is yeah, I'd be down. I just gotta fake my reaction. I'm very bad at that though. I'm very bad at faking my reaction. I'd be like, oh my god, this is this guy. But yeah, answer is I might. I'll give it a try. Second question, Kaicho, do you have any interest in having a pure Korean chatting stream? Although I don't understand a word, but I love listening to you speak Korean. I'm sure plenty of us Villions also do. Thank you so much. I'd love to. I was iffy about that. You know, there was some recent drama about me speaking Korean. You know, I think this is my stance. On all of this. I have the ability to speak Korean, and I think it would be very dumb because it's something I always wanted to do. I wanted to speak Korean in streams, and I feel like even though because some people were talking about like, oh my god, like you're EN, what are you doing? You gotta focus on EN. So that's true, but like I feel like at least once a week shouldn't hurt. So I think my answer to you that is a pure Korean chatting stream will probably be on. Yeah, I think I probably will. I'll probably give it a try. Have subtitles, I'd love that, but I have no idea how I'm going to do that in real time. No idea how I'm gonna do that in real time. So yeah, I think I'll do what I want to do. I think that's important. So fast typing. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know how I'm gonna do like instance subtitles. I'll see what I can do. I might, but to answer this particular question, probably yeah. In fact, okay, this is actually not 100%. This is definitely not 100% because I kept pushing this time and time again because I really wanted to do it at some points. Because I keep getting collabs, which is great. just want to say it's great. I love collabs. It's just I don't find the time to do this, but I really want to do. Okay, I'll announce it if need be. We'll see. As for the pure Korean stream, yeah, look forward to it. It's gonna happen at some point. I think it'll happen at some point. Hopefully many people watch. I know because a lot of people who watch me don't speak Korean, so I don't want to, you know, I definitely don't want to push you guys off. But I think it's something I am down to try. I think that's my answer. Okay, next one. Kaicho, do you know the song 호랑 수월가? If you can you sing a little bit of that song? I do actually. I just need a little recollection. Because I this is actually kind of a sad story. 호랑 수월가. That's a pretty cool song. There's two versions. I actually don't exactly know. I think it's from an anime, not sure. But there's like a version of this. 호랑 풍월가 I think and 호랑 수월가. 호랑 수월가 is the version that's sung by. It's like the sadder version from what I understand. There's this particular YouTuber that I really like, 침대 점령님. He's very, very, very talented at singing. Well, let me see if I could pull up the lyrics to like quickly do a short version for you guys. 어딨냐? 가만히 있어봐. This is like oh, but this is really cool too because 침대 점령님 also used a white tiger for her background. So yeah, I mean take that as what you will. Oh my god, why is I used to like the days when they would just leave the freaking the lyrics of the song in the comments and then they will pin it, you know? It's something like 바람은 지친 끝에 밤에 머물리네 별빛은 아득하니 은하수를 내리네 차가운 밤하늘에 세상이 젖어가네 그리워 홀로 타령을 하자 흘러가라 사랑아 덧없이 피고 떨어지는 꽃송아 and then blah 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 chorus 푸른 달아 다시 없을 내 달아 뻗은 손끝에 닿아오 달빛만이 흘러 바다가 되고 지쳐 전하지 못하는 수월가. I really like the song. I really do like the song. What a gentle voice. Thank you. So there's an exciting version of this. It's called 호랑 풍월가. It's like a lot more like upbeat. It's like it's like 흐르는 저 하늘에 둘러대는 밤처럼 yeah. It's like kind of bad. Very annoyingly, I sang that song in karaoke with my friends once, and none of them knew the song. So I was singing it very upbeat, but none of my friends were watching me. They're looking on their phone. They're looking on their next song to sing, and I'm just like singing 호랑 풍월가 alone. And I was very sad because like you sing an upbeat song, you want people to watch you, you know? And I was like that. But I do like that song. I have no idea if I could get the rights to sing that one. But and I don't know if I will because like there's such a perfect version on there on YouTube, so I have no idea. But it's a great song. Yami Sensei, thank you so much, Magenta. Thank you. Teacher, Sensei, Kaicho, please cover that song. That is your song, Taskaru. Oh my god. I don't know, maybe if I could get a rights for like karaoke. It's so hard. Basically, how should I say this? I wanna be very. I don't want to. Okay, basically for karaoke's for Korean songs, it's very hard. It's just very difficult to get the Korean songs that I want. So it's very difficult. I really want to. So I actually have been pushing management slightly to see if I could get a little more wider rights to sing Korean songs, not just for me, but for anyone either in EN, XKR, or even JP, who wants to maybe do more K-pop songs and stuff. I'd love it if we had a more expanded list. That way I could sing this, because right now I could. This is the best thing to do. Sing like a very small part. Hopefully I don't get a DMCA restriction, and hopefully my manager doesn't bonk me for doing a little bit of these extra lines on stream. And this is all I can do. So, but for now that's all I can get. Can you sing us trot? I don't really listen to trots. Trot. I know in Korea there was like this show that was very famous where like trot singers came out and they did some like there's like a. I think it's a competition, not sure. And there's like this little kid who sings trots. Very, very talented kid. I wonder what he's doing now. Anyway. 나의 트로트. It was great. Thank you for that, Kaicho. Thank you. Next question. If you were a girl, who would you date among all NIJI EN boys? I forgot I put this one in. Damn it. Including you? Well, obviously first place is me. Like... Let me just look at me, guys. Hey, baby girl. I don't know. That's a really hard question. I guess who would be boyfriend material? Personally, so I'm an INFP. So I'm introverted. I would like a guy who would be leading, I guess. So I don't really want a guy who's also introverted. I want a guy who would be fun to play with. You know, who will lead me. Maybe have date ideas and stuff like that. So I feel like... Fuck. Oh, fudge. Oh no. I don't know why Doppio came into my head, but that's probably not a good thing. Forget I said that. Holy Shiba. I think Ren is actually a good choice too. You know, I think Ren is actually a good choice too. Doppio and Ren. I think those two are actually great choices. If I were a girl, which I'm not, and again, like I'm not a guy who's attracted to guys, so I think those two would easily be. Yeah. Okay, what the hell am I thinking? What the hell? I hate this question. I hate the moving on. Damn, what the hell? Astra wouldn't let me date Ren? Oh, I guess it's Doppio then. Wait a second. Alright, next question. How do you cope with low grades? Depressed Villion who just received her grades after studying hard. That's not easy. It's not easy. So I go to school. It's called the XSOLEIL Institutes of something in Shamakis. I don't know. And I had my fair share of bad grades. I think it's really this. It's all it is really what happened, and if you keep thinking about it, it's not gonna do you well. And I know that's very difficult. Regrets is probably one of the most powerful and most negative and most stringent kind of emotions that anyone can really express. Because like, you know, like regrets, I have a few thousands. And you know, it's hard to live like that. It's very hard. So what I will say is it's very important to try to look forward. It's very important to try to look forward before looking. Realize that in the long scheme of things, even bad grades now won't actually affect you too much. Because really think about this, right? Even if, for instance, you want to get into a great big company. Let's say I can't think of a great big company. Like, let's say you want to go Google. Let's say you want to go to Google. Google's a great company, one of the best companies out there. But let's say you don't have the grades for it, or like, you know, just you don't get through interviews and you end up going somewhere else. Let's say you're a software engineer, you go somewhere else. What you can do there is you can increase your specs, keep working for software engineering, in a different company. Maybe you could lateral, as in like move into a different company, a little higher up, a little more like higher up in the quote unquote rankings, and then at some point you might actually end up in Google. So there's always a way, and you gotta also understand that some places, like say for instance in the legal market, for instance, very big corporations, or banking for that matter, big banking corporations, you know, everyone's like, oh, I want to get into like, big like, I don't know, like big bank and work there, big money rates. That's important, obviously, but at the same time, many people get burned out pretty easily because it's very hard work. So what people end up doing is maybe they work there for like about 4 or 5 years, and they go to a smaller bank or do something else. And on the other hand, if you start off as doing something else and go to a big bank and then work there for 5 years, ultimately the amount of money you guys make is the same. It's the same. The amount of clout you guys get, same. So what I'm trying to say is, even if you don't do well now, there's always a path. It's not even steps back. It really isn't even a step back. It's more like, it's no matter what you do, even if you get bad grades, the fact that you got grades at all and are on the progress of getting a degree or whatever, or like, I don't know, like going to college or getting a degree or whatever, that's a step forward. You got to realize that no matter what you do, no matter what you get, it's not a step back, it's always a step forward. It's always a step forward. And now you just got to think of what you're going to do next. Because obviously bad grades is not a great thing. It's not a good thing. So now you got to think now, what can I do now? You know, if you still have more semesters to go, what can I do to increase my grades? If you have different paths, like, you know, maybe you could talk to some, you could like try to meet some people, network or something. You know, there's always different ways. There's always different career paths you can take. And you know, sometimes, I'm just gonna be honest, sometimes like maybe if you got a bad grade on something that you thought was something you wanted to do, maybe consider, maybe this is not what I want to do. Maybe there's something else you can do. Try to find your talents, you know? There's always different goals. And ultimately, I know, and this is kind of a, for some reason it helps me, so I'm just gonna say it to you guys, and you guys don't have to take it in if you guys don't think it's helpful. Ultimately, at the end, we're all going to end up in the same place. So it's not there's no real right way of living. It's just your way of living. This is what I always tell to my friends and myself. You're never doing something wrong. You're never doing something wrong. In the grand scheme of things, I don't believe in parallel universes. I don't believe in parallel timelines. I don't believe in what if. Maybe in this universe I was rich. You know, I don't believe in that. This is the only timeline. This is the main timeline. This is the best scenario case. What your choice here, your bad grades, your choice, your quote unquote mistakes, that was the best case scenario. And you are on the correct best path. So don't feel so down. You're doing great. Don't forget, I am the sole prophet. I know exactly where you guys are going to end up. Yeah, it's a canon event. I love it. Yeah, it's a canon event. Hopefully that helped a little. Next one. Hey, Kaicho. What's your wardrobe like? What kind of aesthetic style do you usually wear? Believe it or not, this is exactly how I wear, pretty much. I like wearing white and black. That's my main kind of color. I really like wearing slacks. I really like wearing long black slacks. I don't really like wearing shorts. Only when it's like it's like just so hot outside. I'm like, oh my god, if I wear long pants, I'm gonna die. I like wearing long black slacks. With like, you know, like those socks that don't show ankles. With some like fashionable sneakers. On the top, usually will be a white shirt. Whether it be a button down or just a t-shirt, it's kind of up to the day. And ooh, I really like those Uniqlo shirts. You like those Uniqlo platinum shirts, like, you know, they have like, you know, collabs of like Gundam or like Spy Family, Demon Slayer, things like that. I love those. I usually throw one of those on, unless it's like, but if it's like, you know, like a relatively like I want to impress someone or something, then I'll wear like a button down t-shirt. If it's hot, it's button down t-shirt. If not, then just if it's not hot, then maybe just a button down. On a comfortable day, definitely just comfortable hoodies. That's the way to go. Yeah, that's usually my drip. Though now, because I'm going to work, I basically wear a suit every day, so there's that. I'm gonna turn on the AC. It's a little hot in here. Rolled up sleeves? Pretty much, yeah. Rolled up sleeves I think is my go-to too. If it's like too hot, I just roll it up. Yep. Kaicho in a suit? I mean, yeah, I mean, I can't really show you guys, but I'm pretty much wearing a suit every day these days, so... yeah, it's... damn. Do you like to wear makeup? Is there any makeup that you found very difficult to put on or anything you want to try? So I don't put on makeup. I think the closest thing I had to makeup was basically CC cream. I think people also know it as BB cream. I think CC cream is like a lighter version of BB cream. I really don't know. I think if there is something that I want to try, I don't know. I guess I always was a little curious about eyeshadow. Or not eyeshadow, eyeliner. Just a little. I'm just a little curious about eyeliner. I really wondered if that would make my like... Because like my eyes are actually pretty small. When it even comes to NIJISANJI, like it's pretty small eyes. Like compare mine to like Aster's. Aster's eyes are like each one are like stars, you know, like boom boom. I kind of wondered about that. Eyeliner does take skills. Like I'm too scared. I'm too scared to even put on lenses. I'm too scared to even like shove a piece of plastic in my eye. I'm too scared of that. It took me, I think, a solid like month of training just to put in eye drops in my eye. So it's very difficult. X says I can help you with eyeliner. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, actually, I don't know if I trust it. I don't know. I'd rather go to like I don't know. Like Hex, like dude, bro, I love you. I'm just you know. Love you, bro. I'm just you know. But I'm curious. I don't know if I'm really down of the whole like using a pencil to shove it in my eye, but we'll see. Maybe one day. But fan artists, you know what to do. We're going to try to use eyeliner, Kaicho. I suggest using the pencils first, and when you think you're good enough, you try the liquid ones. I suggest eyeliner pens since they're easier to use. Yeah, sure, freaking why not? One day, yeah, just show up and work and be like, oh my god, Bear, what is it's like, do I look beautiful? What do you do on days you're offline from streaming? So again, so I go to work. So usually my day-to-day schedule is I go to work. It's my 9 to 5. Come back home, get a little bit of rest, get some stream, and then go to sleep. So that's my usual days. I've been trying to do some other stuff in between, either work on projects. Recently I've been trying to move as well. So I'm trying to find a new apartment to move in. Yeah, so I really don't have much time to play or just have time for myself. Usually I just slip. It's not slip, I just usually sleep, unfortunately. Go to work, wake up, go to work, come back, maybe take a shower, lie on my sofa for a bit, stream. So that's why I usually take about 2 or 3 days off each week, because I kind of need it. I'd like to try to put in a little more, like, you know, working out as well. So just a little busy, yay. Though, if I weren't working, I'll probably be mainly just I've been reading a lot of omniscient, so Orv, a lot of omniscient reader viewpoints on this on my way to work or my way back, stuff like that. So, which Korean ramen do you like most? Oh, that's actually a good question. So, if you guys don't know, in Korean ramen, there is in Korea. I feel like it's an only Korean thing. Interestingly enough, there's this concept of breaking ramen, putting in the seasoning, and then shaky. It became so much of a culture that they actually made a specific product called busho just for the idea of breaking the ramen noodles and then putting in the sauce and then shaky. So, and believe it or not, it tastes great. In fact, they actually made different like variations of it. Like for instance, they actually not cook. Like they put the dry noodles, and when I say cook, I don't mean like put it in water. They just throw the dry noodles on like a pan, and then they kind of let it like cook. Like genuinely, they just cook, and then they throw in the seasoning on it. So like there's like, I think that's called oh, actually I forget what that's called. But ramen tang, there you go. Yes. What do you mean by breaking? So you know like you buy like an instant noodle pack. I'm not talking about the cup noodles. I'm talking about like those like the little packages. You take it and then you break it. You break it into small pieces, and you open the bag, you put in the soup in, and then you shake it. So like the soup was kind of go inside the pieces of the ramen noodles, and then you eat it like a cracker. Yeah, you smash the dry noodles. There you go. It's just a snack. Yes. Well, I mean, ramens are all snacks. So, Now that you know that, for me, I haven't tried all of them, but for me, by the whole smashing ramen, so 부셔 먹는 거, the smashing ramen, I think easily, 신라면, I think is easily one of my tops. I think 신라면's noodles are perfect for 부셔 먹는 거, for breaking it while smashed, and the sauce is tasty. As for eating it properly, you know, with boiling water and stuff like that, 진라면. I think Noguri is my top 2, but I think my number 1 is 진라면. 진라면, personally, 순한 맛, which means like less spicy taste. Spicy is good too, but for some reason the 순한 맛 is really good. I think 진라면 is really good. Yeah. I actually never tried 안성탕면. Yeah, Noguri is good up there too, 100%. It gets too salty. You know, when I posted that photo of me making the bibimbap, I put in a lot of gochujang. And people were like, "Oh my god, like, isn't that gonna be too, like, you know, salty?" The thing is, I like salty. I like salty. I like sweet. I like the high variations in there. Like, I really like salty. Like, I got older, so less so, but like, I still really like salty. So there's that. I'm salty and sweet at the same time. That's who I am. That's very Vermillion. That's gotcha. Though I will say, there's a friend when I was younger. He would literally open a salt shaker and then just put it on the plate and then just start licking it. That's no. That's a no-no. Yeah, a man who can do both for real, yeah. That is terrifying, I agree. I think he kind of wanted to do it because he was kind of like this lonely, he was kind of lonely. He was younger, he was lonely, he wanted attention probably kind of thing. But damn, that's just, damn. Hello, Very Kaicho. My question for you is, if you were to be doing a role that isn't student council presidents, what job do you think you would be doing instead? I think I will say that, you know, I wasn't exactly, like, obviously I was voted in, but the whole student council idea was the headmaster's idea, and he was just, you guys probably realize by now, but everyone in XSOLEIL, the council, have special powers. It's a very X-Man-esque kind of thing, honestly. We're all kind of here for a purpose. So honestly, the day that the student council is gone, it's probably better for the world, low-key. But if I weren't doing that, I don't know. I was trying to train my whole life. Well, at least most of my life, just for this kind of stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'll be like a spy. Or like, I don't know. But ultimately what I really want to do is I kinda like Hex's job. I want to be a counselor. I'd like to be a counselor. I think that would be cool. Kind of like a student counselor or just a counselor. Just kind of sitting down, be like, so, want to talk about your day? Write it down. Give you guys a motivational speech, and then send you guys an exorbitant amount of bills. Kaicho's Lord Fortune. Oh my god, you're right! Lord Fortune, exactly. Yes, I'll be be a psychologist / psychiatrist, and then also a spy. Exactly, yeah. You're absolutely right. That's exactly my dream job. Okay. Oh damn, this one goes up there. Hello Kaicho, I'm a Spanish villain who has been studying Korean for years, so I don't really feel confident speaking it. I've always found cute that for you, it's just the other way around. That is true, Spanish is hard. I always felt curious about how and why were you interested in learning Spanish. Mind sharing that story and your experience with the language? Can you say something for us? If you feel confident, I challenge you, read a famous tongue twister out loud that involves tigers like Villions. Here you have. Tres tristes tigres tragan trigo en un trigal. Trigal? What's trigal? I don't know what trigal is. I don't know what trigo is. I don't know what tragan is. Since Tres tristes tigres tragan trigo en un trigal. I have no idea what these mean, but hopefully that was okay. Thank you for always making us feel comfortable during your streams with your sweets and welcoming aura. You are successfully reaching that goal you set for yourself. 다 같이 앞으로도 오래오래 행복하게 함께하자. Muchas gracias. Yo estudio. Yo estoy estudiando or estudiar español porque me gusta anime y anime tiene muchas subtitles español. Y me gusta anime y me gusta español. Y yo visit, I don't know how to say, is it visitar? I actually don't know. I think it's not. Yo visited Uruguay and América del Sur. Y I met oh my god, what's friends? I was gonna say domingos, but that means Sundays. That makes no sense. It's domingos. What is friends? I forget. I swear this is the easiest word. Visité. Sí. Amigos. Sí. Hombres. Oh yes, me. Visité hombres. Y visité un amigo en Uruguay. Y tengo muchas. I had a lot of fun. I ate a lot of alfajores. I ate a lot of their cultural food. Very, very tasty. Carne asado is very interesting. But yeah, anyway, so that's me. I learned Spanish because I feel like it's also a very common language. I think second, maybe third to Chinese. I think it's one of the most spoken languages. I felt like it was very useful, so I wanted to try. Tongue Twister says, free sad tigers for swallowing wheat on a wheat field. Limau! I see. Damn, tigers. Damn, Villions. Not the wheat. Thank you. Gracias. Kaicho is too broke to feed us, apparently. Tienes muy buena pronunciación. Muchas gracias. We turned vegan. Thank you for the question. Also, I'm kind of hungry. I wonder if there's anything I could chew on. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do it later. Hello, Kaicho. If you feel free to share, I would like to ask, do you have any bucket list that you really want to do in your lifetime? You know, I hate the idea. I really don't want to, but on my bucket list, I do want to try skydiving. I think mainly because it's something I know that I'll hate with everything and every nerve, everything in my body says don't do it, but I do want to try. Like the whole idea of like flying is really cool to me. I'm scared of heights. I'm very much scared of heights. I'm the kind of person who goes on like those you know, like those bridges, like those sky bridges, where like the bottom is see-through. I would stand there and I would shake. My legs would shake. I would actually collapse because it's too scary. I'm that kind of person. But I want to try skydiving. I do want to try skydiving. Other than that, I want to definitely travel more countries. I feel like I've been to Japan a lot, but I do want to go to Japan again. I want to go to more in Europe. I want to go to European countries a lot more. And definitely hit 1 million. I think that's my bucket list. I definitely want to hit 1 mil on my channel. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's really I'll do my best. And other than that, I just really want to make sure we have a good time. I think that's my bucket list. Bungee jumping, I think bungee jumping is fine. It's just the whole idea of me coming back up is actually really, I feel like I'd just be very dizzy. Like here's the thing about skydiving versus bungee jumping that I feel like might make it a little better for skydiving. Skydiving is you go from the sky and then you fall and then you land, okay? You go, you fall, you land. That's it. Bungee jumping, you fall, you go back up. You fall, you go back up. You fall, you go back up, and then at some point you just dangle. You just dangle in the middle of freaking nowhere. I'm like, that's really scary though. You're attached with rope though. I don't know, that rope might just snap. Who knows? I don't trust that rope. I never met this rope. I don't know who this rope is. I never even met her. I don't trust this rope with my life. What are you talking about? There's this one time, try zipline. Oh my god, I tried ziplining. It is the scariest thing. What if your parachute fails? Then I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead. What am I trying to say here? Oh god, I forgot what I was gonna say. Parachuting, bungee jumping. Ah, yes. So I was in an amusement park, and you like those gyro drops? You know what that is? A gyro drop. It's this whole idea of basically you go on like a ride, and then the ride kind of goes up all the way. It just flies up. You know, actually, let me see if I could. Okay. So. Basically, what a gyro drop is I think I need to restart my computer. It's kind of laggy. There's like this huge like tower, and then there's like this there's like this little circle. Basically, there's like this little circle here. There's just a little circle here, and then we kind of go on the riders go on the circle. Basically, they kind of go on the circle, be like, hey. Wee, you know, and then essentially what happens, actually, you know what, I think it's better if I do it this way. That's so fun. I have no idea what you're talking about. Why is my computer so laggy? Oh my god. So this is the ride, and this is me, essentially. This is me. Hello. This is Very Kaicho right here. Let me see if I could change. There we go. So this is me, obviously. Obviously, it's me, right? So for starters, how high this is basically it goes all the way up to like, you could see the entire amusement park. So it's very high. It's very high. And then when you start, it kind of like, right? You kind of start here. And then no one told me freaking told me that I was supposed to take off my sneakers. So I had my sneakers on. And then they're kind of like, the people who worked are freaking evil. The people who worked are absolutely evil. They're like completely evil. They're like, alright team, alright, so welcome to the gyro drop. Yes, well, I hope you have a fun time here. No, don't worry, it'll start up very slow, or slowly go up, and then we'll slowly do a drop, okay? So it'll be fine. Yes, okay, and ready, go, and then just shoots out. The thing just whoops all the way to the top, and I'm like, ah! So I'm stuck here. Guys. I'm stuck here, right? I'm stuck here. My shoes are dangling. And in fact, it's kind of stuck here. And then it slowly goes up too. And my shoes are dangling. I'm like, it's gonna drop. I'm gonna drop. So like, I'm curling my toes so that it doesn't drop. I'm like hanging on for dear life. And like, obviously, I'm scared out of my mind because it's so high. I'm scared of heights. And then my shoes are about to drop. I'm like in complete panic. And then it stops. It just stops here. I'm looking around. I see the entire place. I'm sure some people are like, oh my god, this is beautiful. I'm like, no, my shoes are about to fall. I'm about to die. What do you guys want? Just let me down. And then obviously, apparently the announcing guy was like, oh, you want to go down? you want to, I heard someone say they want to go down. Oh, you want to go down? All right, you want to go down with them? And I was like, ah! And then they shoot down. And then they bring you back up, and then they shoot you down again. And I'm just like, this entire time I'm hanging on my shoes for dear life. And I'm like, I don't want to, just let me go. And by the time it goes down, because I curled my toes for so long, I stepped out and my feet hurt. Like my feet were like a jolt of electricity just went through my feet. And I'm just in complete pain. I'm like, oh! So, yeah, that's my experience with heights and gyro drops. That's why I don't like them. R.I.P. foot. Oh, seriously though. Hey, Artstream, thank you 1-2 for the super. Artstream, yay! Yeah, I like amusement parks, but damn, gyro drops are scary. Not gonna lie. Hi Kaicho, I'm Japanese, but I want to play games with a Korean friend I met in a game. Oh, awesome! So I'm studying Korean on my own. I'm getting frustrated that even A, I, U, E, so the vowels, can't read at all, let alone words. But is there something I should do? I should keep in mind or recommend learning methods when studying Korean? I can't speak much English, so I'm talking via chat now for translation. Lamau, hey, thank you so much for your question. Here's how I feel. I feel like Korean is actually, believe it or not, an incredibly difficult language. I feel like the characters themselves are very easy to learn. It's just circles, lines, and dots. But when it comes to the grammar, it's very difficult. The grammar, even I'm like still confused about like why. Like if I were to like teach you Korean, I would be like, I can teach you like the characters, the words, but when it comes to grammar, I don't know what's going on here either. Like I don't like sometimes the words change. Just depending on the next character, and I'm like, I don't know why. Like for instance, let me think of an example. Like 먹다, right? 먹다 means eat. 먹다 means eat. And then but then for some reason when you move it into like a kind of like a use, like a, I don't know the exact grammar term, 먹다 is kind of like the general, right? The general verb. If we're trying to say like, if I'm trying to say I'm eating, I will be saying 먹고 있다, 먹다, and then it suddenly becomes 먹고 있다. I'm like, okay, that's a little confusing. And then you say if you're feeding someone, suddenly it becomes 먹이다. I'm like, wait, where did the go? Or where did the 먹고, the go part go? Where did the da part go? Where did everything go? And I'm just getting very confused. It's not easy. It's not an easy language. But first of all, I want to say is that even though it's very difficult, the whole idea of trying to learn and study Korean is a first step that not many people take. So I think you're already way ahead of the game right there. You know what I mean? It's a very it's very difficult, you know? The whole idea of like taking the first step of actually learning Korean is not easy. So I think that's already incredible. As for when it comes to, if I were to give you a tip, the AIUEO, the vowels are actually, I think that you're on the right step. You should try to learn the characters first. By learning how to say the characters, because I think, at least in Korean, I think one of the easier things about Korean is, compared to say even Japanese and Chinese, I think it's really easy when it comes to actually reading the characters, because there's no softballs, or like there's no like curveballs, you know? Like think about English, guys. Think about English. For people who don't speak English, how would you say rough? How would you spell rough? If you asked me rough, I would think it would be R-U-F-F. I would think it would be R-U-F-F. But no, apparently it's R-O-U-G-H. Like what the flip is this? Like what? Where did the GH come from? Like what? Korean doesn't have those curveballs, you know? Korean doesn't have those curveballs. It's literally you get what you see. So that's a great first step. And then once you know actually how to say the words, I think especially if you're just chatting with a friend, a Korean friend, maybe try to learn the character, or not the characters, the words first. The words next. 게임 용어면 뭐 이제 like 드랍. Because I feel like a lot of game language in Korean is actually very derived from English. Like 드랍 means drop. 보스 means 보스. You know, things like that. Raid. So it's not that difficult when it comes to that. But if you want to like, you know, move on and actually study the language even more when it comes to like full sentences and stuff, then I really do recommend either like watching more Korean stuff, maybe going to Korea. That'll help you a lot, obviously, and things like that. So good luck. Yeah, rough and dough, right? Like rough and dough, like what? Like rough is rough, and then so you'll think, oh, so THOUGA. What that sounds like? Oh, I don't know, like fuff. I'm like, no, it's dough. I'm like, what? It's just so confusing. Anyway, what's your favorite second gen K-pop group, and what are some of your favorite K-pop songs or K-drama OSTs? That's a good question. Second gen K-pop group. Let me quickly, because I don't really know exactly the gens per se. Epikai, easily one of my favorites. It was still my favorite K-pop group. I don't know if K-pop is the right word for them, but yeah, Epikai easily. Super Junior, definitely up there. Bright Eyed Girls was someone that I listened to a lot. Big Bang. It's a shame what happened, but I love Big Bang. Big Bang songs are really, really good. Na, 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 na. Girls' Generation is good too. Shiny, God bless Shiny. 2 p.m. I listen to them a lot. I like U-Kiss. Oh my god, U-Kiss is good too. Beast easily. 2NE1 obviously. 4Minute obviously. Tiara I used to listen a bit. I haven't listened to them much. FX. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so angry about FX. You listen, guys. Like, dude, what is like? Just don't bully people, please. Like, just guys, just guys, please, just don't bully people. Like, what the fuck? It's just such a. Oh, anyway, sorry. Anyway, like what? Just Jesus Christ! Like, they're not like fucking. Don't put them on like a pedestal and think like imagine perfection from them. Like, what the hell? Orange Caramel, I listen to them a lot actually. Sistar as well. I listen to. I think second gen was probably my K-pop, my K-pop kind of Oshi. My K-pop gen Oshi, I guess. My gen Oshi gen. I listen to their songs a lot. Block B. Yeah, it's a lot of them. Favorite K-pop songs or K-drama OSTs. So recently, I think the most recent K-drama song you guys might know. Actually, you guys might not know this. But from Itaewon Class, there's a song called 돌덩이 by 하현우. It's like, what is that? Itaewon Class? Actually, I forget. Might be something else. But 돌덩이 and 시작, both of those are really good. From I believe they're both from Itaewon Class. But like, tell me if I'm wrong. 시작 is, you know, by Kaho. It's like 새로운 시작은 늘 설레긴 하지. That one's good. And 돌덩이 is like, I forget how it went. But it's like 나는 I forget. But that one's good too. But I will say probably my favorite OST was from 응답하라. So Reply, I believe this is 1993. I believe it was Reply 1993. I think those have the best OSTs. And by OSTs, it's technically just like old songs, but like 1990. 이거 아닌데? 1998인가? 1988인가? 88. Yeah, 1988. Yeah, 1988. I think those OSTs are really good. Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. That one's good. Hey Sarah, hi. That one's good too. I think every single song of there is good. The opening song too. Oh yeah. Okay. That one's good too. I really like. I think 1988 was a great drama. You guys should check it out. It's beautiful. It's really good. Actually, if it's on Netflix, I'd love to do a watch along with that. I have no idea if it does though. It's really good. Anyway, sounds a bit like a boss music. Oh my god, that's funny. Hi Kaicho, I graduated from college yesterday. A few days before graduation, I went on a trip with my college roommates, saw a lot of scenery, chatted, sang, and played games all night. It might not sound like that much to be honest, but it is the greatest, funniest thing I've ever done in my life. I don't think I'll ever have so much fun, so much time, and so many friends to talk all night together again, and I'm still a little lost thinking about it. Did Kaicho do any crazy and fun things with your friends? I don't speak English very well. I'm really sorry if there's something you can't understand. Your English is fine, don't worry about it. Never apologize about a language that you can't speak when you're obviously trying. I think that's just the stupid thing to apologize for. For me, I think it was definitely back in like middle school. This was back when I was still, my friends and I were still playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I think that's like elementary school probably. I went to my friend's house, and this is very interesting. Let me tell you the full story. My fun memory was basically doing a Yu-Gi-Oh championship with my friends. We had like 8 friends who would play Yu-Gi-Oh, and then we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh with each other. It was really fun. We would do a tournament thing, and then here's the thing. What obviously if it's a tournament, there's a prize, right? But the first place prize was none other than having the chance to fight my friend's brother. And I'm like, oh my god, well, the friend's brother, I know, right? The friend's brother was one of the strongest men of all of them. He was the champ. He was literally the champion. Because he actually went out to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals, a local tournament, and he won. He won first place. He got like this little special card to, you know, to show that he won. I think he got like this plaque or something. It was beautiful. It was amazing. So we wanted to fight this man. We wanted to fight this man because he wouldn't fight anyone. He had this beautiful zombie deck. He was like unstoppable. He's incredible. So we were doing these tournaments, and I was fighting my best, you know. But okay, this is a little nerdy. But hopefully that's okay. I was fighting my best. I think it was in like the semifinals. I was doing my best. I was having a fun at the time of life because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! It's fun. Semifinals where if I just win this, I'll be in my finals and I'll have the chance, you know. I was fighting and I made this monster, the Cloudian Nimbus. I think that's what his name is. Basically, his effect is, essentially his effect is every turn his attack increases by 1,000 or something. So I was waiting, I was biding my time. My opponent was biding his time too, and I was biding again and again, and his attack was increasing again, and I think his attack was like 12,000 at this point. I was like, okay, it's time. I attacked my opponent directly, and I was like, yes, nothing can stop my 12,000 attack cloud. He's literally a cloud. He's a Nimbus cloud. His Nimbus cloud was attacking directly, and my opponent suddenly smirked, and he was like, Vermillion. You think you're so strong? I activate Magic Cylinder! So I died. Magic Cylinder. Oh no, not that track card. Basically, its effect is whatever damage is done to him goes to me. So I took 12,000 damage. I died. Anyway, luckily he didn't win. Some other guy won, and then he actually so this other one, my friend won, and then he got to 1v1 on the brother. And this is very intense. They had this wild battle, and okay, all right, guys. Do you guys know what Chaos Emperor Dragon does? You probably don't, but let me explain. Chaos Emperor Dragon was a very powerful card. This was before Errata too, so it's a very powerful card. Basically, what you do is you spend 1,000 life points, and its effect is it destroys every card on the field and every card in your hand, sends it to the graveyard, and each card that's sent to the graveyard, you do 200 damage. I believe 200 damage to your opponents. So like it wipes everything and does damage to your opponents for the simple cost of just 1,000 life points. And I'm like, dude, that's a strong card. And I couldn't get it because it's an expensive card. This was back in the days of like, you know, when I couldn't buy cards because you don't have an allowance. So I don't even know how he got that card, honestly. It's amazing. It's a very strong card. Back in the day, it was very OP. It got banned at some point and it got re-errata later on. But anyway, one thing though, technically that card, right, when you activate its effects, it does all that, but you gotta know that when it destroys everything, it's supposed to destroy itself too. That's important. This is key. It's supposed to destroy itself too. But when my friend played the brother, no one knew the effects. No one cared. No one gave a damn. I was the kind of person who used Nimbus, like these things called cloud counters, and I thought that like protected my life points once. No one knew the rules. So what he did was he used the dragon's effect. He destroyed everything on the field, and he's like, oh, but obviously my dragon doesn't die because it destroys everything other than the dragon. People are like, yeah, that checks. When it obviously is supposed to self-destruct. So it does. So this card was supposed to like, oh, well, the idea was it's supposed to wipe the entire field, and then both players kind of doesn't have anything, right? So that was kind of the idea. It's kind of like a last resort thing. But now instead what it was it destroyed everything and it still remains on the field, and it's a 3,000 attack beater. So now there's nothing on the brother's side of the field. It just attacks directly and he wins for game. And I'm just like, whoa, that's cool. But then now I'm thinking about it. That's like, wait a second, that's whack. That's cap. That ain't right. But I had a lot of fun there. I had a lot of fun memories playing Yu-Gi-Oh. A lot of fun memories playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. Yeah, they broke the game. You know, one funny thing was my friend. So if you win that tournament, I think they gave you like god cards essentially. So my brother, not my brother, my friend's brother had god cards, and then he gave one of them to my friend. So he had the Winged Dragon of Ra. I feel like that's relatively a common god card of Yu-Gi-Oh. But the thing is, there was no playable version of the god card back then, so you couldn't actually play the gods. But so technically, so what that means is the card doesn't actually have specific effects, right? Doesn't actually have specific effects. So what that guy did was he brought the effects from freaking the anime. And the anime effects, by the way, usually when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh anime and versus the real card anime, real card effects, the anime effects are much more broken. So he had certain effects like, if I spend 1,000 life points, I could destroy every single card on your field. If I spend like 500 life points, he comes back to life. If I spend like, 500 life points, I could literally pull him from out of nowhere. I'm like, bro. bro. But anyway, fun times. I had a lot of fun memories playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Yep. Hello Kacha, which genres of movies do you like watching? I really like Pixar. I really like Disney. I like a lot of Pixar 3D kind of like cartoons. Wall-E, I think easily was one of my favorite movies. Up, it was great. Those kind of movies I think are beautiful. However, recently I have been watching a lot of action movies because basically recently I've been looking for movies where I could just like stop thinking and just watch for funs. So I've been watching a lot of Marvel, not gonna lie. A lot of Marvel, a lot of DC. But there are times when I try to watch like artisan movies, kind of like artistic movies, like like, yes, I'm sure there's some out there that I can't think of. Like Wes Anderson movies, I guess. I just watch anything. I just really watch anything. I like movies. I like watching movies. Yep. Studio Ghibli or Ghibli is great. Elemental is a great one too. Yes. Elemental, by the way, I had a conversation with my boss about this actually. Elemental. So if you guys haven't watched, Elemental is basically, it's very clearly about the immigrant story, if not like kind of like it's an immigrant story. Most likely from Asia, looking at how the fires were drawn and the shape of the village. It's the whole idea of like people from the fire village kind of came across the seas to basically the water village. And for once the Fire Nation actually didn't attack this time, so that's good. That's always good. It's very nice when the Fire Nation doesn't attack. There's this whole question of basically, which race are the firemen, the fire elementals, right? And for some reason I thought they were Chinese, because it's just very common, I feel like, for Hollywood to be like, oh well, Asia, well, must be Chinese. But then my boss, who is Chinese, he was like, the dad's name is Avba or something. Avba. Or like Ashba, I think. And he's like, it's so obviously Appa. It's so obviously Appa. He's so obviously Korean. And I'm like, huh. And then the director, I think, turned out to actually be Korean American as well. I was like, huh, wait a second. And I was like, so I'm thinking maybe they are Korean. So who knows? Anyway, but yeah, those are the genres of movies I like. So yeah, I was thinking, oh, maybe, maybe they actually are Korean. The puzzles are puzzling, yeah. I like colorful movies too. I think they're beautiful. Inside Out was great too, yeah. I had a favorite movie, but I just can't remember what it was. This happened. I need to write this down. There's always like this favorite movie I have in my head. Wall-E is like one of my top 3. 국가대표 is a Korean movie. It's definitely my top 3 as well. There's this one movie that just always slips my head. I know it's my favorite movie. I just don't remember the name, and it freaking sucks. Hopefully I'll remember it by the end of this stream. We'll see. Up is good too, but it's not. Describe it. It's definitely one of those like emotional movies, but what's the story? Good question. But I know it's like it's one of those movies where like people don't actually think it's that good. People don't think it's actually that good, but I personally just think it's amazing. I know. I actually can't remember. I actually can't. I'll the Good Dinosaur. No, it's not the Good Dinosaur. Not the Good Dinosaur. I believe it was Pixar / I believe it was animated. Yes, I believe it was. All right, throw me all the animated movies you know. That's like by Pixar / Disney or like kind of like that. Cars. Oh, Cars is good. I don't know what you guys thought. Cars is a great movie. Toy Story is fine. Soul is really good too. But no, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast has a 3D version. I think it was like, it was a little old. It's relatively older. Planes. Dystopia, Illinois is just great. You guys are like running me on this like trip back in the days. These are good ones. Shrek. Oh, I remember. Sorry, it wasn't Pixar or Disney. It's not Pixar or Disney. I remember now. And guys, remember this for me, okay? That way, every time I come back, I can ask you guys what is my favorite movie, and then you'll guys be able to tell me. It's Rise of the Guardians. Rise of the Guardians. That is my favorite movie. Rise of the Guardians is literally just so well made. Oh, I don't think it's Pixar, right? What is this? Who's this made by? Paramount. Dude, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people didn't like it, but I love it. Jack Frost is hot, first of all, freaking hot. The story is well made, and I'm a sucker when it comes to like children love. You know, like this whole idea of like, oh, back in the day, as long as you believe in Santa Claus doesn't die. I love that trope. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, I'm glad that a lot of people like it as well. Yes, that is my favorite movie. Don't let me forget it. Rise of the Guardians. That is my favorite movie, easily. I wonder if I could do a watch along. I would love to do a watch along of that. Membership stream idea. Rise of the Guardian watch along. I need to find a way to get it done. I'll ask my management to see. I would love to. I have no idea where I'll stream it, but yes, I would love to do a Rise of the Guardian watch along. Oh my god, can you imagine? It's so fun. Okay. Alright, I wrote that down. I'll make sure to throw it on at least. Hopefully this. It's free on YouTube. Hello? Wait, 혼또? 맞대? 혼또? 혼또니? 맞대? Let me see. Rise of the Guardians. For real? Oh my god, it's free with ads! Yes! Okay. Alright, dude, I'm down. Alright, we'll watch this. Hell, well, honestly, I'll be down next week. I think I have time next week, right? Is it HQ? It's fine. HQ is it's if it's free, can I show it on Discord? Probably not. Probably not. But anyway. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that very, very important information. I'm very happy to do that with you guys. I think that'll be very fun. I think that'll be super, super fun. Okay. Let's do this. Next one. Hi Kachi, do you have any newer goals you aim to achieve as of recently? Love your streams, by the way. Not really. No, just kidding. I do have a lot of newer goals. I do at some point want to do. So yeah, I mentioned this before. I'm gonna probably do. So this is the thing I was talking about. I'm not sure if I want to do it this week or not because I do have 2 collabs set up. I really want to do a donathon because I want to bring you guys fun content, but at the same time also get funding so that I could bring you guys more fun content. That's pretty much the idea because I want to do an original song. That is definitely still on my goal list. It's just really pricey. So I do want to try to work towards that. This is like, I feel for me, like the donathon is for me, it's the idea of like, I'm just going to say, yes, I want the money, but I also want the money by actually giving you guys something back. So so instead of just like asking you, please fund my original song, I want to do it in the way where like, if you hit this goal, I'll bring you an original song and I'll also give you some cute stuff in the middle of the way. So look forward to that. Hopefully it'll be next week. I don't know. But yes, I've been talking to Koto about this actually. Because so we're gonna see if we could do something together, or not together. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe we'll hit up Koto for a cover. I don't know. But anyway, she's gonna help me work on an original song as well because she's cracked it when it comes to songs and stuff. Other than that, I do want to keep doing the voice dramas. I think that's something I'm pretty okay at. I need to do better to make that more of a regular thing because I feel like I have the potential. I'm just not doing it enough. I also do want to do things like more ASMR. I feel like I want to do with something that like Dopey and Hex is doing, essentially like kind of having a more regular ASMR / voice drama thing. I think that could be fun. So maybe like at least once or twice a month, or either once a week or twice a month or something. Maybe I'll do like ASMR contents. I just don't know what sort of things I'll do because I don't really do triggers. I don't know, we'll see. You're not just okay, you're fucking cracking on. Aw, thanks, Hex. Go ahead. Thank you. So we'll see about that. And other than that, I don't know. I just really want to. My newer goal is basically right now it's 200k. Let's go for 200k. I want to start with that. I want to hit 200k, and then moving from there, I'll slowly and surely make sure I grow my fan base and do a lot more cool stuff. Essentially, I think that's my goal. I just have a lot of fun. I want to, just to get a little serious. After Nina graduated, and frankly, while I was here, we lost 3 people. Anyway, and that's a lot of people we lost. So I feel like, it's hard to know what's gonna happen in the future. So I definitely want to make sure I make the most of it. So I wanna have as much fun as possible, if that makes sense. That is my goal. Hopefully that's a cool goal. Hopefully that's a goal you guys are down for as well. Are you guys okay with that goal? Is that goal okay? My Villions? Let's have a great time as much as we can. Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Alright, perfect. Kaicho, are there any fourth gen? Alright, here we go. Let me go. We have your back. Let's go. Thank you guys. Thank you, my Villions. Thank you. 4th gen K-pop. Oh god, I don't know any of these. I know Stray Kids. I've been listening to Stray Kids songs a little bit these days. Stray Kids is pretty good. Pretty cracked. Pretty good. Not bad. Yep, a fuyo. G-Idol is someone I've listened to them quite a bit. G-Idol's great. Who else is there? Let me see. Oh, I don't really know many of these. Girls' Generation OGG? What is that? Never heard of that. IZ*ONE, great stuff, but they did disband, which, quote unquote, probably decently for good reason. ITZY's great. Is Winner? Is Winner Virgin? Winner might be Virgin. G-Icon? What's G-Icon? What are these groups? Fanatics, Dice Boy, Girl. There are so... listen, you thought NIJISANJI hires a lot of livers. Holy moly, you guys see these? Yo, SNSD is honestly... Yo, Hex, the Girl Generation is actually so based. This just... It's so beautiful. 소원을 말해봐. Dude, but yeah, you thought NIJISANJI hires a lot of livers. Holy shuba, there's in the past, in 2023, there was 40, maybe 50 new K-pop groups. I'm holy wow, that is a sad. I thought the VTuber scene was saturated. Holy moly. Dude, I don't know, guys. It's so many. Is aespa a 4th gen? I like aespa as well. Yeah, aespa's good too. There's so many. Technically, so I think 4th gen is what, 2018 question mark? 2018 to 2023. So in the past 5 years, there's been I'm gonna say easily about 500 K-pop groups that came out. If not 300, maybe 300 K-pop groups. Oh my god. That's a lot. I'll do my best to listen to more because I do want to do if I were to do a K-pop karaoke, I want to do something more recent, more modern. But I will see. It's gonna take a lot. I've been trying to listen to some Stray Kids song, trying my best, but damn, because these days the songs are less singing and it's more performance. So it's there's a lot of I'm not gonna say auto-tune, but it's a lot of a little reverb, kind of different voices. So it's it's just so hard. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, but Isega Idol, my favorite K-pop group. Let's go, Isega Idol. Anyway, if you know, you know. Move on. Hi, Kaicho. Oh, day 6. I heard day 6 a lot too. Yes, day 6 is good. Hi, Kaicho. Since you have a lot of paperwork from being the student council president, what methods do you use to stay focused? That's a good question. I also have the trouble of so I actually just a little secret between you and I. I've been taking a little bit of medication for I'm not ADHD yet, but I do have a little trouble when it comes to focusing, so I do take medication for that. Just a little secret between you and I. But for me, I think it really is about the goal. It's really about the focus. It's really about having a goal in mind when it comes to things. When you do something that you don't really want to do, for instance, like school or studying, you have to think of the big picture. You have to think, I'm doing this because I want to achieve something in my life. I want to maybe become, I don't know, a software engineer. I want to become, an artist. I want to become, I don't know, like a writer or something. You have to have the goal in mind when you come to do things. So like for me, the paperwork. What is the goal for the paperwork? I need to finish my paperwork so that I could sleep. That's my goal. That's my goal in mind. I want to sleep in my sofa. I want to get this over with. That is my goal. So that's how I stay focused. But also for me, obviously, it's the whole idea of if I don't do this, then XSOLEIL will suffer. If I don't do this, the school and the students won't. Being a president is a lot of effort, and it's a lot of responsibility, and with great power comes great responsibility, obviously. I need to know that this job, whether it be being a student president or being a liver, is more than just me. It's about making sure you guys and the rest of the students are happy, and that's how I stay focused. I say as I look at my phone day to day, be like, oh my god, is that a new FGO character? Oh. Do you have a favorite book and a favorite genre? My favorite book is... I actually asked for rights for this, but I'm guessing maybe I'll ask again. They might have forgotten. I want to read a book for you guys, and the book is called Miraculous Journey. Yes, The Miraculous Journey of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Just kidding. Nuru, Darkwing's Fall. No, I'm just joking. No, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. That's one of my favorite books. It's a short book. It's more or less a children's book, but it's very good. It's very, very well written. It's kind of like The Little Prince in the sense where like he kind of travels around, but it's basically the story about a rabbit China doll, kind of just being picked up by random people, and then he travels around the world and kind of learns about the meaning of life. So it's really cool. My favorite genre is, believe it or not, science fiction, but recently I've been definitely more into realistic fiction. I might get a lot of hate for this. I don't know. People might be like, what's wrong with you? But I think one of my other favorite books is Crime and Punishment. I think Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, that is a really well-written book. I really like that book. Oh my god. It's one of those books where I was reading, I feel like, wow, this could be really cool if this was made into an anime. Oh my god, this would be so cool. It was really well done. I really like that one. It's a long book. I think people don't like it because it's long, and it's also kind of political because it's based on a time when when Dostoevsky was living in a really it's not the best of times. But I think it's really well written. I really like the psyche, the how deeply they go inside the main characters, like psychology and stuff. Really cool. So yeah, I think realistic fiction is my go-to genre these days. Someone who went to college for English literature, I bow to you. There's an anime manga based on the names of these authors. Are you talking about Bungo Stray Dogs? Yes, I know that Dostoevsky there is, I think, supposed to be a bad guy or something. Understandable. Very cliche, but what do you think love is? What is love? Okay, sorry. Good question. What is love? I think love is the thing where you... Baby... It's really funny. When I posted that on Twitter, when I posted on Twitter, what is love? It was so funny to see the reactions of people. Some people would be like, oh, twice? Oh, yo, what is love? You like twice, Kachu? And other people are like... Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. It's like two different division of people right there. Anyway, I think love is basically, for me, it's a lot of appreciation. For me, it's kind of when someone does something really nice to you, and then you just feel like, because there's like this, I think the time when I felt like most in love with someone was like when someone did something very nice to me. Or actually, it wasn't even nice. It was something, it wasn't even so much nice to me as it showed that it was something that someone didn't have to do, And yet they did it, even though it's not easy. It takes some time. And they did it out of self, not because of themselves, but for someone else. And whether it was like actually super helpful or not, I think those kind of small little things, not even small, like those kind of efforts is really what makes me feel in love. So that's what love is for me. Kind of feeling the appreciation for someone's efforts, and that's what makes me fall in love with someone. Do I fall in love easily, Kaicho? I'm a hard player. I'm hard to get. But I am looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say to me in Anime Impulse. Let's go! I need an explanation about your tweet from April 14, 2023. I can't feel my legs or my underwear is just too tight. Why was your underwear too tight, sir? Why did you tweet about it? What was the context? Were you able to solve the problem? The world needs answers. Okay, so you guys want context. I was in my sofa. I was wearing my underwear. I had a shirt on, but I was only wearing my underwear because I don't actually have pajamas. It's a little secrets between you and I. So the underwear was kind of like elastic, basically. So it kind of like you know, it squeezes on my body, and that's fine. But then this part, usually I buy my underwear usually at the right size, and then I washed it, and then I dried it, and then it became smaller. Because it was one of those underwears where like it's not boxers. It's one of those underwear where like it's tight everywhere. You know like those briefs? I think it's called briefs, right? Yeah, it's underwear. It's briefs. So it was tight everywhere. It's tight around my legs. Yeah, it shrunk. So it was you know, the bulge. I mean, and but the thing is, I didn't do laundry recently. I didn't do laundry recently, so I didn't have other underwear to wear. So I just had that underwear, so I was just wearing it, and I didn't have other options, and I couldn't feel my legs because the blood circulation. Was I able to solve the problem? I ended up just it was too tight, and I didn't have any underwear to wear, so I just took it off, and then I slept. All right, moving on. Himemba, thank you so much for the new underwear fund. Thank you for the super. All right. So I was very much free that day. That night, I was very much free. I was very free that night. If you ever like someone, would you flirt, do the first move, or wait for them to approach you? I would love, like, listen. There was this very funny video that I saw on Instagram. It was basically about the way INFP flirts, or like the way people like you know, like introverted people flirt, and it was just the funniest thing. It's like the small things, you know, like maybe you go up to a girl and be like, oh, you came? Or like let's say like let's look a scenario. Let's say I'm working in a cafe. And then I have like I'm the manager, and then like there's like a barista coming in, and then like the barista be like, oh, hey, you came? Oh, great. Well, you know, now take it easy. You know, just settle in, and then you can start work whenever. That is my flirting. That's my flirting. If I'm like kind of going there and be like, oh, hey, oh, you have a little something in your hair. You take it off. And then I'll be like, oh my god, did I just, oh, that was so obvious. That was just so obvious. That was just too obvious. Ah! That's the kind of flirting I do, you know? So I realized in my time in life, in my short 94 years in life, I would I realized that every time I try to flirt, it never works because they never catch the signals. So what happens ultimately is the other way around. They end up approaching me first because I apparently am not good enough at risk. So yeah, yeah. So that's it. Be bolder. Like like the whole concept of like, do you want to go out and eat some food? That's just like, like I actually my heart thumps, my heart starts beating just thinking about that. The whole idea of asking someone out for like food. That's just scary. It's very scary. There will be a shower stream, right? Yeah. If I do hit 200k, I don't know why I made that promise, but yes, at 200k, I will be doing a shower stream. Not sure how I'm gonna do it, but I'll do it. I'll do it. I promise I'll do it. I'll look at Ren's to see how he did it. I'll ask him for advice. Like, hey Ren, how do I do a good shower stream? Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely do a shower stream. I just don't know what I'll do, but I'll definitely do it at 200k. So guys, let the world know that Vermillion is gonna do a shower stream at 200k. Oh man. What is your favorite movie? So, what was my favorite movie? Guys, what was my favorite movie? How much is the bathwater? No. Rise of the Guardians! Yes! Okay, alright. Rise of the Guardians is my favorite movie. I think it's just a very, very well made movie. It really hits the feels. I cry every time I watch. It's beautiful. Springtime, thank you so much, Magenta. Yay, shower stream fun. Let's go, shower stream fun. Yeah, I need to pay those water bills, you know. I need to pay them water bills. Yeah. On your Zatsu, oh my god, it's another K-pop one. I forget like I ended up throwing these all in. On your Zatsu stream, you said that in second gen K-pop group, you really like Infinite and Beast. I was curious to know what is your favorite songs of these two groups. I'm a huge fan. There were a few songs. Let me just bring it up to refresh my memory. It's been a while. Infinite는, let me see. 뭐가 좋냐? What are these new songs? I probably only listen to their older ones. 내꺼 하자. There you go. That's the one. 내꺼 하자. 나나나나나. Oh, 나나나나나. Oh, na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That one's good. Or Fiction. Oh wait, that's Beast. What the hell? Why did this show up? But yes, Fiction for Beast is really good too. And Infinite, I think Nekohata is really good too. Yep. I think those are my easiest. Top two. Hello Kashi, do you play any instruments? If yes, what do you play? Curious both as a music nerd and a fan artist. This is a story I always told my friends. I always wish I knew how to play the flutes. Because I feel like the flute is such a cool instrument to sing. Like those like Inuyasha, like things like that, or like old like Oriental animes. They have like this flute looking like kind of like instrument. They're like under the moonlight. They're like and it's just so cool. It's so cool. The instrument I play is the clarinet, which, listen, it's a great instrument. The song is fantastic. Like the sound is great. It's just you never really imagine someone playing the clarinet in the moonlit night. You don't really imagine like this huge full moon shining upon someone playing the clarinet. You don't imagine. Listen, yeah, exactly. When you think of clarinet, what do you think? Squidward. That's what they all think. So I play the clarinets. I play a little bit of drums. And I learned the piano a little, but I'm not capable. So mainly the drums, some percussion. So in the band, so percussion as well as the clarinets. Yes. Those are my two. Yes. Clarinet stream. I don't know where my clarinet is. It's been such a long time. maybe one day. I don't know. Like if for some whatever reason I find a clarinet, I'll do it. Yeah. Drum stream. I don't have a drum set. I only practiced it back in like my school bands. I would do like snare drums, bass drums, cymbals, bells. And then there's me. Okay, no, I could already see the fan art coming in with me as a Squidward. Oh my god, what have I done? Oh no. As if Bald Villion wasn't trending enough. Oh no. Hi Kaicho. How does it feel to be a senpai to 3 amazing and chaotic boys? Alright guys. They're amazing. I saw it on Minecraft stream. It's so much fun. They're really well. They're amazing. How do I feel as a senpai? Honestly, I feel like they're gonna do so much better than I am. So if anything, I think my worry is I need to keep up, you know. I don't want to lose to my co-highs, you know. So because I can't show off senpai tax if I'm not doing as well as they are. So I need to do better. That's all I have to say. But they're doing great. All 3 of them are doing great. They're gonna settle on just fine. You're doing very well, Kaicho. Aw, thank you. Because like, you know, if they're gonna come to me for help, or if they want to quote unquote look up to me as a senpai, you know, I need to make sure I'm someone they could look up to. Thanks, Chad. You guys don't have to be sweet. Thank you. Kaichi, do you have a skincare routine? If so, what is it? And if not, do you want to get into skincare? I want to get into skincare, yes. I would love to get into skincare. Recently, I've been putting a lot of sunscreen on because it's important. My skincare routine is usually wash my face, put on cleanser, put on lotion. That's about it. I put on cleanser and then lotion. That's pretty much about it. Oh, what they called it? 수분 cream? Hydrating cream, I guess. I put in 수분 cream. What is that? Hydrating cream? Question mark. What brand do I use? I don't know if I'm allowed to say first of all, but I don't really care about the brand, frankly. As long as it's like a brand that kind of moisturizer. There you go, moisturizer. Yeah. Hydrating cream. Do I have dry skin? Actually, I don't. I actually have I'm more of an oily skin personally. So I actually don't even know if I should be using moisturizers, but it feels nice. but it feels nice, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. All I do, I just if you guys have any recommendation, I'd love to know. What is a good skincare routine for oily skin? I'd love to know. Do I have sensitive skin? Does it mean like I'm very ticklish? Does that mean I'm a little ticklish? Is that what it means? Oh my god. Toner and moisturizer in the morning. Toner and moisturizer in the morning and versus washing your face. Interesting. Moisturizing is good for oily skin. That's good to know. Ask Uki. Honestly, Uki senpai will probably know very well. I am easily sunburned. Yes, so that's why I try to put on sunscreen more often. I'm actually very pale. I'm very pale when it comes to skin because I don't leave the house. But I think that's also why I get cooked very easily when it comes to the sun. I become well done very quickly. One thing is sunscreen kind of feels a little disgusting. Anyway, am I ticklish? Yes, I am. I'm actually very ticklish. No matter where you touch me, I'm very ticklish. Like, I don't know. It's real interesting. The back of my neck. The back of my neck, also like kind of like near my shoulders. That place is so ticklish. It is the most ticklish place. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know what you're gonna do with that information, but yes, that's yes. My ear is not ticklish though. But anyway, tickle yourself for ASMR, lip freaking mouth. Kaicho, is there anything you want to buy recently or a new game you want to play? Recently, I've been looking at a lot of Kamen Rider belts. I've been looking at a lot of Kamen Rider belts recently. Complete selection modification. What for? I just want them. I bought this a long time ago. I bought this one for it's the Dark Kabuto one. Complete selection modifications, basically toys for adults essentially. It's like there's like a DX one which is smaller, It doesn't fit around my waist because I think it's more for kids, and CSM does actually fit around my waist. I have a pretty narrow waist, honestly, but yeah, DX is too. DX barely fits. I can plug it in, but I can't breathe. CSM is more of a wider belt. I just want a henshin, yeah, I just want a henshin. Kabuto, I have that one. That's so cool. It's like, oh man, it's so cool. Cast off. Psh, oh, kakui. Change. Beetle. Right now I'm looking at Fi's. I think Fi's gear is super cool. Standing by. Complete. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I really want Ryuki's, the dragon one. It's so cool. Because Ryuki is the first Kamen Rider I ever watched, and it's the coolest thing. It's like, oh, I love the soundtrack. Oh, I don't know. It's beautiful. It's like, oh my god. It's just thinking about it. But it's so expensive. It's the most expensive one. It's like usually Kamen Rider belts like $200, $300, but Ryuki is like $600, and you're just like, I don't know if I want to spend that much money. But it's so cool. It's like it's the one where he's like red and he has like a red dragon, and then you have like different like little things. You can like contract with a monster, you put it on your belts, and then it's like, and then the sound effects are so cool. And then you use cards, obviously, because I'm a TCG fan, so the cards are obviously so cool. And just put in the card and be like, Sword Vento, oh kakui, oh Final Vento, oh survive, I love it. I freaking love it. Yeah, for sunscreen, thank you for the super. Thank you. Ah man. I don't know. Use Illuna card? Maybe. Oh, Deno, O's, and Wizards are also good too. Yeah. I don't know. One day, I'll think about it. Kamen Rider. DK's cool too, but I feel like DK's not as like cool as Ryuki, not gonna lie. Anyway, that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm just like, I'm staring at... Oh, actually, recently there's like, I think it's coming out in 2024. There's this one called Black Sun. There's this Black Sun belt that's coming out. It looks really cool too. It's a $400 belt, which is a little pricey. But it has automation, so like it transforms on itself. So yeah, there's that. Build is cool, but I don't think there's a build CSM yet. I think if there was a build CSM, I'll probably buy that one easily. JJ, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Hen Shin. Thank you. Black Sun, I actually didn't watch it, but their belt is super cool, and I always wanted to watch it, so I might watch it soon. Ever thought about cosplaying? I'm just not that confident. I'm just not that confident. I'd love to though. As a writer, how do you deal with writer's block? It's really, for me, it's a lot of walking around. There's a lot of walking around. When I get writer's block, when I'm writing something, I just have no idea what to do. I just kind of go outside and just walk around and think about it. For me, again, I write a lot of realistic fiction, a lot of fiction stories. So I like to just kind of just sit down on the bench and think about what the characters would do. I don't really... The way I write my stories is, I obviously have like a story I want to write, but to an extent, I kind of want the characters to write it out themselves. So I really focus on how the characters... So the way I build up a story is I think of a scenario. I actually think of the climax first. What I want this all to lead up to. And then with those two, I kind of throw in some actors in it. And then I really think about what the characters would do. What sort of character would be. So like, for instance, one of the characters I'm writing right now is a nun, is a church girl. She's out on, on like a service. So basically kind of going on and like spreading the word. And then she has the personality of, she's obviously subservient, but having subservient to God, but having been said, she's a very strong and powerful character. Strong female power character. She's a bit confused because the place she's going to, the environment she's going to, is not where she's used to. It's very like kind of dark and a little more the good old post-apocalyptic kind of trope, and she's trying to survive there, but then she ends up. She's doing well. She's a little surprised, but then she's gonna grow up. She's gonna grow up to be accustomed. She's gonna be very powerful, very strong. I wish I had more time to write. But yeah, basically that's what I do. I think of what the characters do. I think of my characters, and then think what they would do. If I ever have writer's block, I basically ask their characters, "What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? What would you guys do?" And then I kind of just watch them interact in my head. And that's how I get over writer's blocks. Yep. Is there anyone in specific that you want to collab with either again or for the first time? Definitely Kagami-senpai. I want to collab with Kagami-senpai again. Either Yu-Gi-Oh or whatnot. I kind of want to learn different card games. He's such a great person. But having been said, I also really want to just collab with any JP person at this point. Because I've definitely been collabing with KR people or ex-KR people a lot. I just haven't been really collabing with JP for quote-unquote good reason. I just don't speak Japanese. It's really hard for me to do it. XID is easier to definitely like, like Mika senpai, Bonnie senpai, or Bonbon senpai, easier to approach. I would love to. So before I joined NIJISANJI, let me just see. I definitely watched a lot of well, I mean, for probably obviously I watched a lot of Kanai senpai, Kuzo senpai, Kuzoa senpai, but I don't know. We'll see. But even before that though, I do want to also try to collab a lot more, like, with all the EN people as well. We'll see if I can do that. I do watch a lot of. I have been jumping to a few JP streams where they're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Because if I can't speak the language, at the very least we could speak in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? I've been watching a few of those. I do want to talk to Fumi senpai one more time because I think Fumi senpai is really nice. So I want to try to collab with her. We'll see how things go. I don't know. I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh! Best language for real. Yeah. Hey, Wenting, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you. Rar. Alright, we have about 16 left, so let's try to power through this. Cuddle someone or be cuddled by someone, if that makes sense. Oh, that's a good question. I like to cuddle someone. I like to be cuddled. Like, I would like to be cuddled time to time, but I feel like cuddling, like me doing the cuddling, I think is actually a lot. Like, it's just nice, I think, to wrap my body around someone. The way I said it sounds incredibly weird. I'm so sorry, but yes, it's pretty much like the whole idea of like feeling the warmth of a body all around my body, or like within my embrace. I think it's really nice. One day, one day, guys, one day. I like hugging. I think hugging is nice. Thank you for the remember. Hi, Kacho. What do you usually do with the stories you write? I used to actually send them. When I was younger, I would actually send them to magazines to have them published. I wrote a few short stories that I did get actually published out there. It's cool stuff. And there's this one about one was basically a Stanley Parable ripoff. Because I really enjoyed that game, so I had that published. I published some poetry as well. Nowadays, I just write for my benefit. I don't know. Maybe one day if I actually finish the story, I'll send it off again too. But we'll see. But yeah, thank you for remembering. Hi, Vera. Just want to thank you for always being there for the Villions. Thank you, of course. But yeah, I like cuddling. So if anyone wants to volunteer, I'm always here. Hey, Kaicho, what is your go-to boba tea? Now we're asking the real questions. Now we're asking the real questions. Let's go. Asking the real questions. I got boba yesterday, and the day before, for good reason. Brown sugar is easily my favorites. Even though I'm lactose intolerant, I usually go for brown sugar milk. It's usually oat milk if they have the option. And if not, I like to go for fruity ones. Recently, I have opened my eyes to lychee as well as mango, those kind of bobas. Sugar level, I used to go for 50%, and that was usually enough. But recently, I feel like they cut down on the sugar levels a bit, because now it's like I tried this one place, I got 50%, and it was like the most like unsweet thing in my life. I'm like, what in the flip is this? So depending on the place, I would usually go 50, but I sometimes do 70. I think 100's a little too much. I have a friend who does 0%, and they regret it every time. I just don't understand. They'll get it. They'll be like, oh, I want 0% sugar because I'm healthy, and then they drink it and they're like, ooh, it doesn't taste well. It doesn't taste good. And I'm like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? What size? I usually go medium. Because I drink boba a lot. It's just I don't want to drink too much. I usually go medium. Yep. Ruby, thank you so much for the magenta. Kamen Rider 벨트 사는데 보태어 갈죠. Thank you so much for the funds for the Kamen Rider belt. You know, maybe, who knows? Like maybe if you guys do fund me. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, considering what, you know, Anycolor takes, what YouTube takes. Wow, it's gonna be a lot. So you guys are gonna have to for Rookie. Oh, well, thank you though. It goes a long way. It really goes a long way. And honestly, I should probably be using those money to fund for my cover songs and more projects for you guys. So I'll do my best to keep myself in check. That having been said, I'm actually doing a little secret about next week's stream. I'm gonna be doing. We're not 100% sure, but I'm probably gonna be playing Maple Story of Anna, and the idea is gonna be taking her around bossing, but we also decided we're going to maybe do some gacha. Just a little bit of gacha, just a little, because the box, the premium style box, it's actually I think that's ending on Wednesday, I think. So I want to just try out a little more. It's insane. So, but if you're gonna gacha, you might as well gacha together. You know, might as well be in paid together. Yeah. Anyway, there's a little scary word. Yeah. What's the most heartwarming thing someone has done for you that you can remember? I think for me, the first thing that comes to my mind, so I was looking for a job very, very difficultly, and I ended up getting a job that wasn't exactly my. It's definitely not like my final job. It was like a job where like they didn't pay too much, but I did get it, and I got it. I prepared a lot. I searched a lot. I went through a lot of hardship, and I finally got the job. So I was pretty happy about that. It obviously was going to be like at most like 1 year or 2 years. I was going to move on, but you know, it was hard, and I was very proud of myself for getting the job. I told my parents about it, and the first thing they said was, "Oh, so how much do you make?" And I'm like, "Oh, I make this much," and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Well, then you could always move on to a better one." And yeah, and then the way they said it was kind of like, "Oh, I mean, I know what you mean, but like, I don't really feel like you really appreciate the effort I put in. Not as much." And I kind of mentioned that. I was like, I want. I know it's not like the best job, but you know, I did put in effort. I did try to get it. You know, and my parents were like, "Oh, are you planning on were you trying to do this for the rest of your life or something?" And I'm like, "No, that's not what I meant." I'm like, so I felt very frustrated. And then after that, I was feeling very down. I was actually on a road trip too. I was on a road trip with my friends. I was feeling down. And then I texted a friend of mine. I was like, you know, "Yeah, I got this job, man. I got this job." And he's like, "Oh my God." He said this. "I know how much effort you put into this, and I know how hard it was for you. And I'm so happy for you. And I'm so proud of you." And I remember just flat out crying. I just cried in that I was in the front seat too. I was just crying, man. I was just crying, looking at the outside on this road trip, and I was just crying. I think that was probably the most heartwarming thing. Yeah. You know how I mentioned, like, for me, love is like appreciating what people do for you. Yeah. Yeah. I think that was the most heartwarming thing anyone has done for me. Yep. Okay. What kind of person is the ideal type? Ooh. Yeah, that's he's a great friend. He's still my friend, so I'm glad to keep him around. Hopefully he doesn't leave me. I still keep in contact. He's a great friend. Yep. What kind of person is your ideal type? That's a good question. I like a person who... well, obviously, the usual, like, if I have things to talk about, we won't fight too much, we will have a good time spending time together, maybe have some interest. But for me, like, my ideal type is someone who is able to, like, let me see, how do I say this? Someone who can focus on the things they need to focus on, and are very proud of the things that they do. Like, I think I like someone who's very excited about the things they do. I think if they have a goal that they're very excited about, I would get excited along with them, and I think I really would like that. Yeah, I just think people who have a reason to live, almost, pretty much, and people who take care of themselves. I think that's also very important. I think I would rather, listen, I'm down to take care of you, but like, if you can, and I'm not talking about like, like everything. Like, I'm down to like do other things, like, like buy you food and things like that. But like, take care of your health. I think that's important, because I mean, I could Google things, I could buy you meds, but like, no, just try to take care of yourself, Those two things, I think. People who have dreams, and people who love themselves. I think that's my ideal type. Red ginseng gang Limel. Ah, man. Not independence. I'm not talking about independence. Like, it's totally fine to lean on like me or someone else. I'm just talking about, I think it's more of like a self-love thing. I think it's just more like, just don't do things that would obviously hurt you, Just try to love yourself more, basically. I think that's what it is. Essentially. It might also be because I kind of fail in both aspects as well. I have dreams, but like, they could be better, or like I could have more stronger motivation for them. And I drink boba every day, so clearly I'm not taking care of myself. So maybe that's why I'm looking for someone like that. Mentally stable? I suppose, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, when someone nerds out about something, it's the most cutest thing, I think. It's absolutely adorable. Hey, Kaicho, not sure if this was asked. What's your inspiration in such doing good content? Huh? Would love to hear your insight. I hope you have a good day ahead. Proud of you always, Kaicho. I don't know if I'm doing like good content per se, but I guess if there's inspiration, it's obviously you guys. It's the whole idea of making sure that you guys are entertained and I give you guys the content that you guys deserve. Yeah, I think you guys are. You're my inspiration. Dun, dun, na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Ma, na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, seriously though, I think that's literally it. That's that, as well as my personal enjoyment when it comes to creating content. I like content. I like creating content, and if you guys enjoy, that's best of both worlds. But I definitely want to do this for you guys. Hi Kaicho, how did you learn to speak Korean so fluently? I'm studying English and it's my second language, so I want to know your way of study. By the way, I like your study streams. Hey, thank you. It really helped that I went to Korea for a bit. Definitely. Living in that country really helps you learn that language a lot more. My first language is English, and I would consider my second language Korean. I think it also helped having several Korean friends and watching, because I in Korea, I also had the chance to watch some cartoons and dramas in Korean, and I think that's kind of how I really built up my understanding of Korean, I feel like. Yeah. As for study streams, I love to do more. I wish there was something I could do that's only for me, like something a little more exciting with the study streams. Maybe like a hand cam study stream. That could be more interesting. I don't know. But then I'll have to show what I'm working on, so I'm not sure anymore. I don't know, it's confusing. Maybe like a keyboard. Oh, keyboard one. That could be cool. Keyboard hand cam study stream. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Is there a particular reason why handcam F would focus on you too much? Oh, I suppose that's true. Yeah, actually, I was talking about this, and don't take it out of context. But I was talking about this with different livers, and they're like, Actually, not Nirisanji livers, but like different livers out there. And they're like, so what is a study stream? Or like, you know, what do you do with like study streams? And they're like, oh, well, basically, you just show you show a part of your body, and then you just study, and then they give money to you. I'm like, wait a second, what? And then I go online, and I literally find like a bunch of study streams of people showing their like chest, their thighs, and I'm like, oh. Well, that's one thing about being a VTuber, I guess. I can't quite do that. Yeah, maybe my future study stream would just be like this. This will be my study stream, guys. Just be like, just be this and just study. Yeah, study. You know, honestly, people might watch this. Honestly, you know, people actually might watch this. On second thoughts. Anyway. Oh, there we go. Let's move. There we go. Anyway. Maybe one day. Is there a particular reason why Kaicho decided to become a VTuber? I wanted to stream, but I wasn't really too okay with the idea of showing my face. I just think it's like, you know, safety issue, and not entirely confidence of like showing them the person behind the mask, essentially. Obviously I'm real. Obviously I am a real life anime boy, obviously, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But if I were not real, right? If I were not real when it comes to why would I want to be a VTuber? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I just safety stuff. It's really just safety and a little bit of confidence. And also I feel like there's just a lot of flexibility when it comes to becoming, you know, a real anime boy. Look at me, I'm so hot. Oh yeah, I'm so hot. Also, it's really nice because you will never know if I'm streaming topless or not. I would want to know which card or monster from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Kaicho's most favorite. I really want to know it for a long time. I have 3 of them. I think easily 3 of them. My first one when I was a kid was definitely Destiny Hero Blue D, also known as Destiny Hero Plasma. My hero deck is my favorite deck, easily. Destiny Hero Plasma has won me so many games. It was also interesting because I actually got that card for my birthday. My friends got it to me for my birthday. There was like this little kind of like special sets, because I used to play Destiny Heroes a lot back in the day, and my friends knew that. So for my birthday, they bought me this Destiny Hero sets, which came with Destiny Hero Blue D. And I threw that card immediately, and I used it every time, and it was one of my favorite cards. It's such a powerful card, and I just love how it's still very powerful. So my favorite card there. Recently, Red Eyes Black Dragon, I feel like I just feel a very strong bond to. I don't know why. Though similarly, Red Demon's Dragon as well, or like Red Dragon Arcfiend, also known in the TCG, is very close to me as well. And also more recently, the archetype, the whole branded archetype, I think branded Alubur, or not branded Alubur. Is it branded Alubur? No, it's Despia. Despia Alubur is also very cool. I think he vibes with me a lot as well. That was very nerdy of me, but those are my favorite cards. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, those are my favorite cards. I wonder why I like Red Eyes Black Dragon now. The thing is, if you actually look at those color schemes, even if you don't know Yu-Gi-Oh, if you do end up Googling them, you'll notice that their color schemes are all basically red, black. So yeah, no shock there, guys. Mucha Alphonse, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you, rar. Hi Kaicha, I wanted to ask if you get dessert recommendations for Villions who like sweets that are not too sweet. So thank you. What is this called? 이게 뭐더라? 또 이게 what's it called? 이게 있는데 it's like this thing. It's like a Japanese dessert. You eat it with tea. It's kind of like red bean paste, but it's like a solid form. I have no idea what it's called. Maybe you guys can help me out with this. It's a Japanese thing that sweet that you eat with tea. Wagashi? Wagashi ka? Wagashi? I know what you mean. Wagashi is really good too, but that's not what I'm talking about. Yokan. I think it's Yokan. Wait, let me see. 이거 맞나? Yokan. Yokan. Yeah. It's Yokan. Yeah. Yokan. Yokan is amazing. In Korea it's called yanggeng, I believe. Yes, you're right. Yanggeng. I used to eat this so much when I was well, even now I think it's amazing. Personally, I don't think it's that sweet. I think it's very tasty, and it's still a very good sweet. They come with different flavors nowadays too. And if you have the chance to, if you drink it with tea, it is the best companion to tea, easily. Yeah, I recommend it for summer too, 100%. I think that's a solid dessert. That's just not too sweet, but it also makes you feel very happy inside. And that's really what sweets are about, you know? Really make you happy inside. All right, we have about 7 more. Let's do this. What is it? It's like red. It's basically red bean paste. It's like red bean into a form of like a jello block. It's really hard to explain. Pretty much, yeah. What desserts are you curious to try? You know, I've been always avoiding this, but I am a little bit curious about durian ice cream. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit. I'm a little curious. Very little curious. How does red bean taste? Oh. It's like a sweet bean. Oh, it just tastes like red. I'm sorry. It's just red bean tastes like red bean. It's really hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. Do you have a person that you look up to the most? Doesn't have to be someone from Nijisanji, of course. It can be anyone at all. Someone who overall you aspire to be like. My father. Easily, my father. My father went for a lot of hardships just to raise me and the family. I want to be like my dad. I want to be someone who has the ability to take care of a family and still has the motivation to work hard hours, you know, honestly get a lot of shit from their supervisor and still be able to come back home with a smile and take care of their kids and always be a nice person. That's my father. My father's a very nice person. He works hard hours. He does incredible. Oh man, like he went for a lot. He started from bottom to top. He didn't have any connections, so he started from bottom to top, going up, you know, the whole company ladder. And he did that solely because he wanted to take care of the family. Yeah, I want to be like that. I want to be someone as cool as him. Biggest red flag you've ever experienced for someone? I think I shared the story with you guys. I forget if I did, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. If a girl tells you I like you, but then turns out, oh, I was just saying that. If that's what they say, that's the biggest red flag I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, when that girl did that to me, I was like, oh, yeah, you know, oh, you didn't know I like you, Vera. I'm like, oh, waku, and then she ends up being like, oh, I just said that, I wasn't serious. Like, what the biggest red flag? Oh my god. Yeah, don't play with hearts. What do you feel the most qualified giving advice on? If you ever need advice on building a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. If you ever need advice on building a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, I'm there. If you need advice also, like, you know, maybe when it comes to like starting a career as a VTuber, perhaps I might be able to help you there. Other than that, I'm the most qualified to give you advice on what dessert is good, how you're supposed to eat that dessert. And if you just need a friend who you just want to lean on and talk to, I think I'm also qualified for that as well. I'm coming to you now, my guy. Now. Advice on gacha? Maybe no, come to me for that. For me, my advice is, if you want her, if you want him or want her or want it, what's stopping you? What? Your credit limits? Weak. What's one of your favorite memories you have of XSOLEIL? 소다네. I think one of my favorite memories was actually meeting Dopey. I think my off collab with Dopey was really fun. I think for me, I really want to meet not just XSOLEIL, but all sorts of NIJISANJI members. Because I feel like definitely meeting them person to person it feels very different from just talking to them on screen or over Discord. Really does kind of make you connect to them a little more. Yeah, I think so. I think definitely if I were to be like, who's your best friend in NIJISANJI? I think Doppio, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think Dopey is probably my best friends in Nijisanji. Probably, yeah, I think so. So I think definitely meeting them in person is probably very helpful. Yep. So I feel like, yeah, for good reason, I want to meet the rest of XSOLEIL. You know, I want to meet Hex, I want to meet Nello. I feel like if I meet Kodo, all you might do is just fights, but but you know, I'd love to meet. Kaichu, do you watch the stream of other JP senpais? You know what? I do. I watch their Yu-Gi-Oh streams a lot. There was this one JP senpai that I saw. I'm just sorry, I don't remember the names. It's my fault, it really is. I wish I knew better. But basically, if you know of a JP senpai that plays Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm usually kind of there, lurking. I'm lurking there, basically, yeah. Yep. What were your first impressions of your genmates when you first met them? そうだね. I feel like I've talked about this a lot, especially on Hex's stream for some reason. I talked about this a lot. I guess he always asks that. But let me start with good old Dopey. Doppio, I was very intimidated. He would. So okay. I think I should begin with this. I'm kind of a normie. At least before Nijisanji, I was kind of a normie. I feel like many of you might have noticed this by now. I feel like some people kind of mentioned, like, I'm more of like just a guy you would be friends with in real life, not so much of a VTuber. I'm kind of a normie. And when I first went on that meeting and I heard Doppio's voice, I'm like, first of all, what the flip is this his real voice? It's like, yeah, hey, yeah, Manasan, yeah. And then the fact that he says, listen, I don't know if he still does this, but he has this habit of saying thank you twice. He's like, if he asks a question, Manasan, answers, and he's like, thank you. thank you. And I'm like, what? Who does that? who? What is that? What's that? Thank you. I'm like, just the weirdest thing to me. Then I get to know him more, and then I realize, first of all, that's not a concept. He's genuinely like that. He's actually like that. I thought that was just like an image he showed, I don't know, on stream or maybe for the company. And I'm just like, when I first met him, I'm like, what is actually wrong with you? Don't I do that? I did that because of him. Because of him, I ended up saying thank you more often. I would usually just be a normal person, just be like, thank you, thanks, thank you. But because of him, I'm like, thank you. I'm like, that's it. That's my first impression of him. A weird guy, but very enthusiastic, and it's obviously he has great ideas. It's clear that he loves his job. So, I did actually look up to him a lot. Let's talk about Mello next. Mello, very shy actually when we first met. Very shy. Before we kind of showed our true selves, like our quote unquote models. Obviously not models, our true selves. She was very shy. She actually didn't talk much. So I was thinking, maybe she would need a little bit more, maybe she will need a little more help when it comes to streaming and stuff. Maybe we can help her out. Now she has the most subscribers among all of us, so there's that. I mean, she obviously broke out of that show, no problem. I think it's also partially because, when she showed herself, she's the first thing she did. I am not even kidding. The first thing she did was like, hey bear. She does this. Look at them shake. I'm like, Malaco, please. So she broke up that shell. I think she's very much confident now, and I love that. She shows a lot of good energy. But yeah, my first impression, very shy girl. I was kind of worried for her, but now she's doing great. So obviously, she's doing fantastic. You got them. You gotta show them, I suppose. Yeah. Did I stare though? Respectfully. Let's talk about Hex Haywire. He was also one of those people I'm like, this is real? Is this real? is this real? Holy moly! Like, I'm so confused. Like, how are these people? Dopey's and Hex's voices are like, how are these people real? Like, I'm so confused. I knew from the minute I heard him that he was gonna pop off, because like there's no way anyone can possibly hate this voice. It's such a sexy voice. He's also very like well mannered. Like his speaking is very calm and very well mannered. As though he's like from like a almost like he's kind of from like a royalty almost. It's like he didn't speak much when he was first. He was like, I remember when he in our first meeting. I think it came late actually. I think it came a little late. In the first meeting, he says, "Hey guys, hey, hi." And his name was he didn't even call himself Hex. He had like this weird ass name. So yeah, there's unreal stuff, and it's great that he's doing a lot of vocal stuff, and I think he's doing cool stuff right now. So, and then there's Kotoka Torahime. You know, if I'm not sure if I'm remembering this correctly, but I think her English was actually not that good. My first memory, her English was not as good as it was now. Her English is perfect right now, but I think if I remember correctly, when she first spoke English, I was like, oh, I don't think she's. Oh, interesting. I guess she doesn't really speak English well. It was very interesting. I don't know how, but like in the next few days, her English level just upgraded to like 2000 somehow. I don't know how that happens, but suddenly she became fluent. And I'm like, okay, there's that. Kotoka's like very what's the word? Very. She was actually not that energetic either, if I remember correctly. She's not. I'm assuming what happened was like I think she just like she knew English, she just hasn't used it in a while, but after joining Niji, she kind of like got to practice more, and that I'm guessing that's how she got to get back to the level she is at now. I'm guessing that's what happens. She was also very soft-spoken. Yeah, she spoke, obviously, and when she spoke, I could realize that there was like, you know, a great singer behind that. But she was also very like kind of like quote-unquote shy. She was like, she didn't really like speak too much. She was very quiet sometimes. And then now she calls me bitch every day. Kotoka Torahime. Kotoka Torahime, everybody. And also, apparently, I'm not actually sure, because I didn't actually watch that stream, but apparently she got an update to her model? Update to her body physics, I guess? Where she jiggles now, right? I actually didn't... I saw the clips, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch it, but is that true? Oh, it's just her eyeshadow. Okay. It's just her eyeshadow. Okay. Because I saw like this clip, and she was like, "Do I jiggle now?" And I'm like, huh? Like, what did the doctors do? Did I stare though? No. There's nothing to stare at. There's nothing to stare at. Oh, she clickbaited. I see. Just her eyeshadow. Okay. No, that's good. She was talking about that a bit, yeah. She fixed her eyeshadow. She learned makeup. That's good. All right. That's my first impressions. Hopefully that answers the question. And this is the last one today. Kaicho, which do you prefer, sunrise or sunset? You guys haven't remembered. If you guys don't remember, because this is not something we really talk about a lot, but as we all know, my powers only work when it's nighttime. Only when it's the night. No, that's not true. Only when there's no sun. That's more correct. When there's no sun, my powers work. I actually do like sunsets, because it feels like my powers are coming into me. But also it's just very beautiful. I really like that beautiful orange, kind of red sort of vibe, you know? It's a very nice, warm feeling. This whole idea of like the beast awakens now. It's a nice warm feeling. Just kind of seeing the sun, calling it the end of the day, almost as though it's like saying, you know what, I had a long day. I'm gonna call it a day. You know, it's just kind of moving down. You know, kind of like that. I think it's beautiful, and it's very peaceful. Just watching it set, I think I think it's actually very nice. So I do like I do like the sunsets very much. Very much, very much. In fact, I like it so much that, if you guys don't know, I would often go out there and just take a lot of photos every time it's like, you know, every time it's setting. So that's why I like the sunsets. Thank you guys for coming. That was all the questions. That was all the questions. What a transition. Thank you so much for coming to my Q&A. Next week I'll have my schedule up sooner or later, and hope you guys enjoy, basically. Hope you guys enjoy. I want to throw in a Minecraft stream next week. I want to try that. I want to throw in a Minecraft stream. Minecraft stream. Thank you so much for being so curious about me. Thank you so much for having so much to ask. I personally want to, you know, I think it's nice to have people curious about you, you know? It feels nice. Nextina, thank you so much for the super. Thanks for the Q&A stream, Kaicho, and thanks for the writing advice. Yes, the writer block. Ah, I see. I'll continue to do my best with all my writing projects I'm working on. Of course, of course. You will do great. Tada Neka, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you, thank you. Also, at some point, I'm going to do a Streamlabs reading as well. It's been a while, it has been a while, so I'll make sure to do that at some point in my life. I also want to see if I could redirect you guys. It's been a while as well. So let me see. How do I do this again? It's like this button, and then you press this button. Who's Mr. Senpai? Oh, Hex Scream. Ice cream looking ass. You know what? I'm gonna send you to Mr. Love you, Hex, but not sure if I want to send the Villions right there. If you guys want to go there, please go ahead. And just I'm not gonna send you there. Yeah. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys have a good night. And I will see you soon, my Villions.